Welcome everyone. We are going to work on the Camel Pose today. It's a simple back bend. I'm going to show you a couple ways to do it more effectively with either blocks or a roller. If you don't have these items, you can still learn a lot by practicing without them. Okay? So if you're in the right place, let's get going. Okay? Let's first do a little bit of warm-ups. Come to our hands and our knees. And just arch the back up. This is the starting of Ustrasana, which is a back bending pose. Then we're going to round the back to start to stretch the back. Arch the back. This is going to start to strengthen your back and open your chest. And then we counter it with a rounding of the back. You can do a few of these every day just to keep in condition for this pose. Inhale, arc the back, look up, lift your chin. Exhale, round the back, tuck your head, stretch between your shoulder blades. 2 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arc up. You can really put your buttocks up, your chin up. And then round. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up. And I just want you to pedal through the feet. When we do the camel pose, we're going to have pointed feet. That means the muscles under your feet and in your calves contract. They get very toned. They get very strong. But to avoid cramping, we have to stretch out a little bit like this. If at any time in the camel you start to cramp, come back to this pose and pedal out your feet. Okay, push your heels down and try to push your chest toward your thighs. You can just keep your arms there. This starts to get the bending behind the shoulder blades and start lengthening out the spine, stretching the back. And lower the knees to the floor. Now, the Camel Ustrasana. We're going to parallel our legs. Here's the pointed feet. And if you really do have a lot of cramps, you can do the rabbit with flex feet, and everything else will be the same. Okay? Or if your back's a little tight. Okay? So your feet are like this, and your legs parallel. You want to lengthen your hips. Put your thumbs behind your back and wrap your fingers around the front. Push the tailbone down with the thumbs. Lift the stomach and start pulling the chest forward and your chin back. Chest forward, chin back, chest forward, chin back. Now, make sure you can breathe here. Can you talk? Can you count? It's very supported. And then come up. Now, this is going to be the counter pose. You're going to slip your feet together and lower the head. This is a great back bend after you've been sitting a lot because it really stretches the hip flexor, the thigh, the stomach, all the muscles that get tight from sitting. Now, let's come up again. Separate your feet, thumbs behind the back, pull up through the abdomen and down through the tail. You're going to use your thumbs to push the tail a little down. Squeeze your elbows back, lift your chest. Chest goes forward, chin goes back. Now see if you can touch your heel with your right hand. And return. Left hand. And return. Right hand. Return. Left hand. Return. And child's toes together. Come over. Rest as much as you need. Okay, now we're going to do one more version of that. You're going to come up to the knees, hands on the hips. This time, you're going to reach for the right heel, but you're going to turn a little to the right. This might be very helpful if it's tight. You can also keep your hand here if you need support, and then come up. All these are going to get you in good shape. And go back. Every time you come up, it's like doing an abdominal exercise. And return. Your abdominals pull you up. Now go to the right, twist a little, turn, like you can see your right foot, and then use your stomach, push your thighs forward to come up. Okay, inhale, go back. And exhale, come up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, go back. Exhale, go forward. Inhale, go back. Exhale, come up. Downward dog. Put your hands down. Tuck and pedal out those feet so we don't get any cramps. Stretch them. Now hold the right foot up and press the left heel down. And change. Press the right foot down. Hold the left heel up. Stretch. Press both heels down. Try to get your head almost to the floor, your chest toward your legs. Keep your hands there. If it's too intense, you can bend the knees. And come down. Now, before we try to get both hands to the feet at the same time and really hold it, we're going to try a couple things. Okay, we're going to take this roller and we're going to put it right behind our back. You're going to hold the top. You might have something like it, like a chair or something you can lean back on. And I'm going to stabilize it so when I bend back, the thing doesn't fall. You're going to put your back against the roller, okay? So you have support. You don't need the hands, but they're there in case. Now here, interlace your fingers around the roller and slide the roller down. Just slide your hands down the roller. Hopefully the roller's staying. If it doesn't feel right, come up and try it again. You can almost reach your feet, but holding here is good. Push your hips forward, stretch, try to see the ceiling or maybe all the way the wall behind you. Now to come up, use those abdominals. Pull up, take the roller now, put your toes together. And for the child's pose, push the roller forward and drop your head right through the middle. Rest there. There's your counter pose. If you don't have a roller, you can just lean over a chair or you can grab your feet. So that's one way of doing it. Let's try with the blocks. Let's say you have a pair of blocks, okay? You can take them in right near your feet there on the outside. If you're really tight, you might have to put them, if your back's flat, you might have to put them back just a little further. Can you reach them? If you're more flexible, you can lower them, okay, on a lower height. That would be like that or even one flatter, okay? So we're going to grab our hips. We're going to push our hips forward, lift our chin. If you're still working on this one, just do a lot of it. Keep working on it until you can get them all. And then fall back and grab the blocks. You can put your hands right there and use them to push your hips forward. If it's uncomfortable, you could go on the fingertips. If it's too easy, you can start to grab your feet like full camel. When you come up, grab your hips, come up, put your toes together, grab the roller, or just put your hands on the floor and take a child's pose. Okay, release that. Take one block away. Okay, we're just going to try 2 more camels and then we'll stretch out your back. We're going to hold the block behind the back. We're going to separate the feet. You're going to see if you can put your hips forward and bring the block to the floor there behind you. You got to squeeze the shoulders together. If your shoulders are tight, you could use 2 blocks, one in each hand, but put them between the feet. This makes your chest open more. Now stretch the hip flexors. This will help your posture. This will help your breathing. This will help keep your buttocks strong, your hamstrings, your back. Okay, now to come up, bring the block with you and release. Slip the toes together and put the block right under the forehead and rest. Now slip the block out, okay? Now we're going to try full Ustrasana. If you're not ready to do full Ustrasana, do one of those choices again, okay? Let's come up. Catch your waist. We're going to do it slow. Inhale, lift the chin, move the chest forward. Exhale, start to bend backwards. Feel for your feet. You can put your palms on your feet. From there, push your hips forward. If you can, the head can go back. You want to be like a camel. And the arms are straight, the legs are straight. Those are the legs and the arms of a camel. To come up, reverse. Catch your waist. Start to lift. And downward dog. Place your hands down. Step your feet back. Press your heels to the floor. 5 nice deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the navel in. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can lift your toes and push your heels more down. Inhale. Exhale. Push heels. Drop toes. Drop head. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Firm your thighs. Stretch the hamstrings. Exhale, because you just did a lot of toning for the hamstrings. So stretch them out. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the knees to the floor. Slowly come up. So that's the camel. If you like that, hit like and subscribe and hit the bell because we have videos every week and you will be notified if you want to do those as well. Thank you.